Let's see what this baby can do. Jeez. Must have had the Taco Bell. Oh, I just made a mistake. So long story short, we had a water leak and Dad had to shut the water off up here. So the cows can still drink in the back, but the water's off up here. And I just use that bathroom. It's funny because I literally use that like once a year, but like I came outside and then it sucks walking. Anyway, Dad will enjoy that text. We're making hay today. All right. Anyway, Dad's spreading some fert today. The hay that we cut last video should be ready to go today. If not today, tomorrow. So we'll get it on video either way. 7520 needs to be hooked up to the rake. Jeff's going to be raking. Dad's going to be baling. Let's get that sucker hooked up. I'm so dumb. Makes for a good story, though. Oh. Hi, Ellie. That's me. Mom said, haha, just gotta turn the water back on to the lines running to the shed. TMI, I know, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. There, we did something. So you guys know how it's been real dry lately. About 3-4 weeks ago, our sump pump started running, and it was running every 45 seconds. And we weren't getting much rain, so we were like, well, what's going on? Well, Dad narrowed it down to a leak starting over by that hydrant in the front yard, and it was seeping in and making our sump pump run. So we shut that off. Within a day, it was running every minute and a half. Now, almost a week's gone. No, about 5 days. Almost 5 days gone by, and it's running like every 8 or 10 minutes now. They're gonna have to tear up the front yard. It is hot out here. Holy Moses. We'll go turn the water on so I can flush the toilet. Man, this is embarrassing. It is what it is. These black seats out in the sun, you can cook your hind quarter on there. Oh, it's one way to cook a hind roast. Rump roast, that's what it's called. Alright, any rats? Actually, so that one runs to the tank sitting right over here, and then that one right here feeds the north water tanks. And then this one is what will allow me to flush the toilet. And it also shoots some water at the house, but we'll get it shut off real quick here. There we go. Just stopping by, brought a gourmet meal. We got the toilet flushed. We'll get that line back shut off, and then we'll talk about what we got in the shed. Alright. Glad that rusty old thing didn't blow up on me. So previously we had mentioned we got some sweet demos this year. And when it comes to haying, what we're demoing this year from John Deere is a +2 A520R bale accumulator. So John Deere reached out to us. These haying videos are sponsored by John Deere. Comes from John Deere. We're pretty excited to try this out. When they mentioned it, I was a little worried that it was going to be heavy on the baler. We're going to maybe put some stress on the axles, but this unit actually comes with, there's 2 tires on either side to support these bales. It's pretty automated. Dumps the bale out. And this paddle right here moves one bale to the side. Next bale comes out, moves it to the other side. Last bale right in the middle. Once you get in the field, you got to spread this out, make it wider so it can hold those bales. Each side comes out. The idea with this unit is that it helps speed you up when you're picking up the bales. It allows you to dump the bales where you want, as opposed to, you make a bale, you got to kind of dump it there so you can keep going. But here you can hold the bales, you can put it up on higher areas if you're worried about a rain coming soon, or you can group them all up and put them at the end of the field or something like that, so they're all bunched together and you don't have to drive all over heck when you're picking your bales up. This is our baler fitted with the A520R, and it's currently hooked to the 7330. Little worried that that tractor's not going to have enough power. There's going to be some big bales on the back there. This is kind of a smaller tractor. We would have had the 8235R on it, but Dad's fertilizing with that, and it's hooked up and ready to go, and this is hooked up and ready to go. So we're going to see what this unit can do, see if the tractor can handle it. Over the course of haying this summer, we're gonna see if this can help speed us up picking up bales, and just if the unit works well. We're excited to try it out. We got some McDonald's over here. We're gonna go eat, and then Jeff's gonna come back, grab the baler, not the baler, the rake. He's gonna go rake, Dad's gonna bale, and we're gonna, as we do currently, watch other people farm. Looks like a sweet unit. Can't wait to see it in action later today. It's hot. She's been drinking out of a cottage cheese bowl for years. Nothing but the best. Time to get busy. Looks like Jeff's grabbing some fuel. Dad's gonna grab some fuel. Got all kinds of tractors and stuff sitting out. Holy Moses. They need a breath or two. Another full day. Oh, he's pulling over to shut the gate for me. Thanks, Paul. You excited?
It better work. I don't want to stand out in the heat and piddle with it.
Alrighty. Yeah. I'll do what I can. The cows think I have pellets. Now they're gonna follow me. Don't they look fancy? Holy cow. Beautiful critters. Alright, have fun. It's a great day for hay. That's all I gotta say. Alright, so here we go. You gotta spread those out. Obviously, it's pretty wide, so you don't want to really drive through a gate and rack that on something. You can see these windrows. They're pretty light, so I think we should be able to get most bales all the way down here because we can carry them with us as Dad's baling back this way. Get them up close to the gate so the guy hauling bales doesn't have to drive all over. So this is our first time running this unit. As far as I know, as we dump the bale out, it automatically pushes the bale to one side, and then we keep going. We have the option to dump 1, 2, or 3 bales at one time. You know, it's up to us. I don't know what I just hit. Here we go. Holy cow. Well, it worked. When we grabbed that unit from John Deere, they said, yeah, I don't know if that tractor's gonna be able to pull all that weight with it fully loaded. We're just gonna have to see. And so that's why those extra wheels are so important. It's certainly an interesting sight. Looks like we got bale number 2 coming. I'm so excited. Oh my Lanta! Now he can certainly dump anytime he wants on the move, and there's actually an adjustment you can make for the speed at which it dumps. Getting a phone call.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yep.
Good news, I don't always do that.
Alright, sorry.
That's okay.
Three bales, 1 drop. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We've been doing this about 5 minutes. I think he's feeling pretty confident now. It's pretty simple. And then right here, you can see we got a big like 5-foot thing of grass right down the middle. Like I said in the last video, the cows next door, they are running out of feed out there, and so that's gonna give them a little feed while this stuff gets a chance to grow back. See, he just decided to dump them right there. There's a dial on the machine where you can turn it so it dumps a certain speed relative to your travel speed. Say if you're going 9 miles an hour and you dump slowly, those bales are gonna roll with you and keep rolling with you. And if for some reason you dump slowly and then you stop right away, those bales have a chance to roll into your machine. And so you can spin a dial and it'll make it so it dumps faster. And that way the bales will just sit and stop and they won't run into you. Hey, now I've run the rake many years and they're kind of the unsung hero. You can't really have a baler without someone to rake. Let's go get some video of Jeff raking. Gotta love those straight auto steer lines. Where you really see the decreased time and the increased efficiency is when you're picking up the bales. Now right now we're just kind of getting used to running it. So you make a pass down, you dump 3 bales, you make a pass down, you dump 3 bales. Just keeping them all grouped together versus just random bale here, bale there, bale here. It takes a lot of time moving bales. If you were to have the bale haulers that have the arm on the side and you had it so you dumped all your bales in a straight line, you could just one by one pick up bales versus having to drive over here and then get square with this one and get square with that one. That says that tractor's handling the baler just fine until it starts getting too hot, overheating. Might not cause an issue, but it is also like 95 degrees out. It's scorching. So there's a bunch of little adjustments you can make. That we just moved a sensor a little bit so it opens the back door more. Notice right there we caught the belts were hanging and it caught that bale, tore the net wrap a little bit. So we just made it so the door will open some more. Don't know what to go off of, just moved it a decent amount and we'll see what happens on the next one. And right across the fence, there's a self-propelled sprayer, spraying our beans second pass. We would be swamped if we had to do that and bale, and I was just driving around watching everybody do stuff. Looks like Jeff got done raking. That was about a little drone video, eh? got a little side-by-side action going on right here. So you see with one bale at a time, you got one bale right there, you got one bale right there, you got one bale right there, and everything's strewn about just randomly. Otherwise, right next door, you got a bunch of bales lined up. Imagine you come into the field, you line up your bale mover, and bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, loading them up versus going here, going here, going here. So right there, that's side by side. It shows you what the difference makes aesthetically, and you can pretty well assume that that's going to speed up. Ellie, you look like you want to go in the house. Yeah? Another field done. If you've heard it once, you've heard it 1,000 times, right? We could use a rain. We need a rain. Look at this lawn. It's gonna be dirt here in a couple weeks. So that was a little introduction to the +2 bale accumulator. If you made it to here, you can see why some people would like that. How that can make you a little more efficient loading up bales. Alrighty, so Dad got back. He's done baling. And he's just starting up the 8235R. He's gonna go load up with fertilizer and he's gonna keep rolling. Full spreader. On a day like this, this'll hurt. Put the spank to them. Since this is about the first baling video of the year for us, every year we get asked a lot about why do we make round bales. The other way we can go is obviously small squares, big squares, and a lot of that small square stuff is mostly for people that want to throw some in a barn so they can maybe use it for bedding or for feed for their horses or for whatever they got in a building. Easy to throw up in a hayloft, something like that. The big squares, a lot of times when people are buying hay, they get them in big squares, or when you're selling hay, you get them in big squares. They fit on a truck, they're square, they fit together nice. There's not those big spaces that when you put two round things together, you know. We make round bales because it's pretty fast. You can spit them, you can make them and spit them out pretty quickly. Easy to handle, just pick them up with a bale spear, put them on a trailer. So for us, it's efficiency. It's also, these balers are a lot cheaper than a square baler. Kind of a mix of efficiency, price. We can handle them. We like making rounds. Also the round bales with the net wrap, they last outside. Rain doesn't seep into them as much as a square bale. And so you mix price, efficiency, the ability for them to keep their quality up. So that's why we go with round bales. And of course, once we get moving bales and putting them in lines, people are gonna ask, why don't you stack them? And that's a question for another day. Rest of the week, Dad is going to be working on finishing spreading fertilizer. He's probably about 5th done doing that. Got some done the last couple days. We'll keep rolling with that over the next couple weeks. We'll be cutting more hay, making more bales. Thanks for hanging out today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. How about this? Look, come back. Look, Sonne Farms slab. Come here. I was pretty excited about this package. Not so much for the slabby, but look at this nice cane I got.